Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are going to make some sending sunshine cards that can go into boxes when you're sending sunshine. Now, I know that the paper pumping of Sending Sunshine is available in America, but here in the UK and other places, we can't get our hands on it until August. And I wanted to have a go at doing something myself that would have the thought of the Sending Sunshine, and the new ink colours of the Bumblebee and the Cinnamon Cider are really lovely sunshiny colours. So those are the colours that we're going to use. The stamp set Sending Sunshine has the lovely sentiment Sending You Sunshine. So we're going to use this sentiment from here. Also the lovely sun. And we're also going to use from Posted for You some of the little elements and things in there. And the new rectangular postage stamp punch. So we're going to make 5 little cards and they are going to be 6 by 3s. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to take a scrap, and this is the circle from the smallest stitch shaped framelit, and it fits perfectly the special delivery. So we're going to create some special delivery sunshines. So we just need to take a block. Let me move that one out of the way so it's not quite in the way, and we want it won't fit on that one. Let's put this one out. It's a little bit big, but it'll work. So you can put the special delivery in whichever way you want. So I tend to sort of offset it just slightly, and then we are going to use a good black ink, and I want 2 of these for these cards, so I'm going to just stamp one, which is upside down, but it doesn't matter because then I can do it the other way. Right, so we've got 2 of these ones that say special delivery. Let's turn it around the right way. And then we are going to take, so let me just clean this one off, get my Simply chamois out and give it a clean. There we go. We are then going to use, so I can put this one back in its case, which is the Posted for You, because I thought the special delivery on these would be great, particularly if we're sending them out in the post with little boxes of sunshine and everything yellow. So we're then going to take the lovely sunshine, which is this little one here, and this will fit onto one of the smaller blocks. So I'm going to put that like, whoops, make sure I've got it straight on there. And then we're going to use the Bumblebee, which is the most lovely honey yellow colour. It's a beautiful warm colour, and it is very different from our others. It's just got a nice, as I say, warm tone to it. And we are going to, now I'm going to bring this down, we are going to stick the sunshine in the centre like this. So just line it up so it's fairly near the top like that, and you've then got special delivery of sunshine, which I thought was quite good. And then we just need to, so let me put that one back in there for a minute, clean this one up, and then we can put this one back in here because that's all we need of that little bit of sunshine. But cutting those out, if we use the circle, so I can put that in exactly, and then it will cut out. So let me just put these 2 so you can see what we're using. So the Sending You and the Posted for You, while I just turn round and cut these out. So that's the first one, and you can see it fits absolutely perfectly and then has that little stitched element to it. So it makes it a really fun sending sunshine in a special delivery. So I'm just going to take the other one out. Right, so we've got those, and again you can see that it fits perfectly in there. So you then have two little special deliveries, and I can put that back in its case. So let's have a look at putting some of these together. So if I take the first one, so the first card I'm going to do is, they measure 6 inches by 3 inches, scored at 3 inches, and they make just little 3 by 3 little note cards. And I'm going to be using the new Stampin' Seal, which is, it's okay. I'm still getting used to actually running it, because I do find that it you have to keep rolling it on. So whereas the snail was quite easy, this takes a little bit more technique, I suppose, is the thing that you'd call it. And like everything, using things for the first time, it takes a little while. So we just need to line this up. Now this piece is 1/4 of an inch smaller, so this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Then I punched out 2 of the rectangular postage stamp punches on here from the in colour paper stack, and obviously there's 2 different sides, so I'm going to have one this way and one like that. And you can see that they don't show up hugely. So to rectify that, if we just use a sponge dauber, you can very simply just go round the edge and it will just define it just a little bit. So you can see now it just defines that edge just a little bit. So, and using tone on tone, it then makes it work seamlessly. Okay, so we've now got those 2 pieces. Just close that up for a minute. I'm sure we're going to be using it again, but this is my own little sort of kit thing. Now we're going to have one up at one angle and one just sort of down at the other, I think. So one that way, one that way. It doesn't matter whether they're over or under. And this is going to go on top like that. So I'm going to stick these 2 pieces down. So again, let's use this new Stampin' Seal, but again I'm having to roll it along all the time, so I am trying to get used to it, but it is it's not my favourite at the moment. But like everything, when things are new, you have to sort of bear with them. So we'll have one at that angle and then the other one facing in the opposite direction, and you have to lie it sort of flat, and I've tried all the ways of doing it, but at the moment, and I'm doing a check thing as well to see if that works. But like everything, when things are new, so we're going to put this just offset, and then we'll put the sending sunshine across on there, and then we'll have the special delivery up at the top in the corner. So I could put those up with dimensionals. I could just, let's get some dimensionals out. So I think I am. We'll have these with the standards. So we'll put that on like that. So that can go just across on the centre. Like that, and then we'll have dimensional in on the centre of this one. Oops. Like that. And then this is going to be the special delivery. So that can go up in the corner. We should have it fairly straight actually, shouldn't we? So that the sun is the straight part. Okay, so that's the first one. Really pretty, sending you sunshine, special delivery. Okay, so let's have a look at the second one. And the second one, I'm going to use the special delivery as well. So this second one, we have, again, it is the same size card. So 6 by 3, scored it, 6 by 3, scored at 3 inches to make our 3 by 3s. 2 3/4 inches, and this time I've chosen the cinnamon cider, because I like the fact that everything is going to tone. So we're just going to stick this on. But yes, you can see I am struggling with this at the moment, but it's like everything, when it's new and you're not used to using it, it's a matter of just persisting. And it's just a different feel. It's very big. You know, our snail was quite small, and as you know, I didn't use our snail very often, but it's always good to try new things. So that's the 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So little piece of cardstock 2 1/2 by 2 1/2, and that's going to go in the centre. So let's put some of this stamp and seal on, a little bit in this corner. Right, flat, no. So if any of you have got any tips for using this that is better than what I'm doing, I'd love to hear from you, because as I say, I'm at the moment it's not my favourite, but as with everything that is new, I will keep persisting and hopefully we'll get the technique out. Okay, so we've got one piece that size. Now I've got a little strip on this that I could put that way. Yes, and I know the words are going the opposite direction, but it doesn't really matter on there. I'm just going to have this one in on this direction to just give a little bit of contrast when I can get this thing up. See, you're supposed to, they say that you're supposed to be able to just roll it straight down and lift it up. So roll it straight down and lift it up, and it doesn't have that those sort of strings that we got with the stamp or the, oh, what was it called? Fast fuse. However, now this flower I've just taken from the Tasteful Touches. You've seen quite a few videos of me colouring it. This time I just did it very quickly with blends, and we're going to pop this one up with some dimensionals. Like that. And what I want to do is, I know I've got the words in that direction, we are going to take the Sending You Sunshine sentiment. Let me find it, Sending You Sunshine. And we are just going to stamp sunshine down on there. Now, little tip for doing this one, if you can put it on this, let's put it on this block. Okay, so if we put it on the block where we want, and then what you need to do is to take some washi tape. So I've got some old washi tape, which or retired washi tape, and so what you can do is just literally cover the words that you don't want. So I'm just covering that like that. And then we can, I want it to show up, so I'm going to use a good black ink on this. So you ink it up first, then you remove your tape. Don't forget to remove your tape, because if you don't, you get a right blobby mess. So remove the tape. Let me just throw that into the bin carefully so I don't get it all over my fingers. Because if you get your ink on your fingers, you will then end up with a bit of a mess. And then in the direction of the words, we are going to stamp the word sunshine. And there we have sunshine running down that way, which I think looks quite nice. We can then put our flower in. And obviously I'm doing these on little 3x3s. You can do them on larger ones if you want to. So what angle are we going to do this? I don't want it at too much of an angle because I want the flower to show as the flower. And it can go off just like that. So yes, at that angle with sunshine there. And then I'm going to put the special delivery in on here as well. I think am I? Or am I not going to put that on there? Yes, the special delivery is going to be tucked underneath this time. So let's try this. Don't want it with dimensionals. So we'll take it in here, and it's a light touch with this, but which is fine. It works really well. You just have to, for me, I have to keep rolling it around, which is a little bit frustrating. So the card's coming that way, sunshine in that direction, and then the special delivery, we will tuck that in, making sure again that you've got the sun straight. Okay, so we've got that one. So that's our first one, that's our second one, both with sunshine and special delivery. Okay, so now we're going to do a fairly sort of simple, straightforward one. And this one, again, we've got our base. I'm using a white base next, and you could put that on with, do some embossing on it if you wanted to. I'm trying to keep this fairly straightforward. So this is, this is annoying me, this new stuff, but it is not. I'm trying every way, put my finger down, lay it flat, pick it up, and will it work on the other one? No, it works fine in one roll, but it's not the greatest. And as I say, I will keep going with it because now I've bought it, I want to keep going. So this is obviously 3x3, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2.5 by 2.5. So right, it's one. Will I get the second one? No, it will not. Okay, right, that's done it because I had it caught on this. So if I take it from that piece, aha, so we've now got a whole round. So as I say, I always say to everybody, just keep persisting with things because you will get it in the end. And I like to turn around and say that because, you know, when we're new or something new comes out, we tend to, you know, we'll buy it and we'll go like, oh, this is amazing, this is brilliant. And quite often we get so used to something that we don't know when somebody is new and trying something out for the first time, it might not be that easy for them. So when we bring a new product out and we're all new at it and we're trying it for the first time, it it isn't always that easy, and we have to persist. So this is going to be a very simple one. So we're just having the Sending Sunshine in on the center with the lovely paper at the back. Okay, so very simple one for there. Then I've got, what have I got on here? Okay, so this is another sort of fun one. So again, same card base, same card blank. So we'll just literally put that straight on. Come on. I think I'm spending more time trying to get this glue out than anything else. Now that's working fine because I'm actually taking it on, says me, onto the bit. But it does start to clog up a little bit. So, as I say, I think I need a lot more practice. So we'll put this one on here. And I've taken for this one some little scrappy pieces. So I've got a little piece of cinnamon cider, which is 3/4 of an inch, both 3/4 of an inches, and I've just done the top edges with the punch. And again, I showed you how to do that the other day. So we're going to have these, I think, just stuck down. Don't want them with dimensionals because I don't want too much bulk on it if I'm posting it. So now you're going to come down on here without having to roll. No, to roll it down. Right, so we'll have one piece with a little bit of a border on there. Then I've done another piece. Again, it's the same size, just a little bit smaller. These are just scraps, but it's quite fun to use scraps sometimes on cards. And, you know, you don't need to use borders and mats and things like that. Just use little bits of scraps and things that you've got. Oh dear, that was a bad one. There we go. And then we can put this one just sort of halfway across on there. And then I've just done another punched shape, and I think I'm going to have that in that direction. Yeah, and up a little bit. So and again, you can do things in with dimensionals if you want to, and, you know, add embellishments and things like that. I'm just showing a very sort of quick and easy. So I'm going to have that slightly above the top, coming down, because then this is going to go on with some dimensionals. Whoops. In on the center. So take that one off, and that's going to go just down at the bottom like that. So you've got the lovely colours in on there, and I've just stamped that one in the bumblebee, and these are from the stitched rectangles, and I think it's the smallest or the second one up on those, but they work quite nicely. Now I've got 3 of these. These are little old retired. It's a little punch I've had a long time. It was a set of 3 with little flowers on, but there are various other little flowers that you could use. So I need to just take, let's take our one of our little sponged mats, and I'm literally just going to, with the bottom of, doesn't really matter the bottom of what, we can use the bottom of this one, and just literally press it down in the center, and it will just give it a little bit of a shape. So these I'm going to put, And let's take this one back on here because I just fancied adding just a little bit of something in on there. So these I'm going to use glue dots with because they're the easiest thing to put them on with. So just take a little glue dot, pop it on the back of it. I love our glue dots, are nice and small to be able to do that with. Take it up, and then we're just going to put these just sort of up at the top like that. So that's one. And as I say, use what you've got. You know, I've been a demonstrator for quite a while, and yes, I use all my current stuff and like to show you the new things, but because our products do last a really long time, I don't get rid of my stuff, I keep them. And so I've got lots and lots and lots, and I do pull them out from time to time when I'm thinking, oh, I need to use. Now I'm going to put that one at the top there, or am I going to put it down? It's going to go in on the top there. Okay, so we've got those three little ones there. And then I need to put just a little bit of a twinkly in the centre of these, and I think, what shall I put? What have I got over that would look quite nice, that would look quite, oh, I tell you what I have got, that will work because that will go in with that sunshine colour. So I've got some of these little metallic pearls, and again, I think they're probably retired, but if you've got some of them, feel free to use them, and if not, then use just some standard pearls. But I think that these will work quite nice because you've got the gold with the gold, and it's that sort of sunshiny bit. So we'll have just one in the centre of each one of these. That's one. Sometimes they stick nicely and sometimes they don't, and you have them right up in the air. That's better. So we want that one in the centre there, and we'll have this little one, whoops, in the centre there. Okay, so that's given us just a little bit of extra interest on there. As I say, if you like bows and ribbons and things like that, you can put ribbons on each one of them. As you know, I'm not the greatest one, but, and then, as I say, we can just scoop these up a little bit. So that's that one. And then the very last one, again, we've got the same size, so we're just going to put this on the bottom. The whole lot has used very little cardstock at all, so you can oh dear, you know, and sometimes you just want to sort of give up on something and just go, this is not very good. I'm afraid that this is not going to be my favourite, I don't think. I've always been a wet glue girl, so I think wet glue is the way to go for me, certainly. It does stick brilliantly. Okay, so this is again 3 by 3, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2.5 by 2.5, and this time I use the beautiful friendship stamp set, this one, and I just stamped it in the top and the bottom so that it can then go just straight on there to just add some colour. So you can see you can use any of the stamp sets you've got. You don't have to you know, stick to one particular one. Whatever you've got, have a look at it and see if it'll work in, you know, beautiful yellows. If you haven't got the bumblebee, the Daffodil Delight's a beautiful colour. Crushed Curry is a beautiful colour. So Saffron is a beautiful colour. You know, use what you've got. If you want to copy these exactly, then obviously use the new Bumblebee and Cinnamon Cider. And so that's going to go on there. And then this one, again, just with dimensionals, is just going to go on the top. So again, these are very simple, very easy, but put those into a little box or a little package with your yellow sweets, candies, toys, all sorts of bits and pieces that you can send out, as our CEO Sarah Douglas has been showing us all recently. And you can make your own beautiful cards, and when September comes, if you want the paper pumpkin, we'll be able to get it then. So that can go on the top of there. So we have 5 pretty little cards, all with the Sending You Sunshine in different colours. So that's in the bumblebee, that one's in black, which just stands it out some more. That one you've got the sunshine, which was masked off coming down the bottom. And then this one has got some lovely colours in there as well. So these also would work for masculine as well as feminine cards, because again, some of these, they haven't got too much on them, so you could send that quite happily out to some of our male friends that might want a little sunshine in the post. So I hope you've enjoyed those ideas. Sending Sunshine is a stamp set because it's got Sending You Sunshine and is absolutely brilliant. And the Posted For You, which is the bundle which comes with the rectangular postage stamp set, both lovely sets. And I always buy things that I know I'm going to use again and again and again, and these are certainly ones that I'm going to do that with. So thank you so much for watching me. Do look forward to seeing you again. As always, stay safe and stay well and be kind. Bye bye.